tough on him, but he'll stand by him.
I mean, what was it like working with these? Do you feel like you draw any sort of inspiration for the characters that you create based on your interactions with these actual Delta members and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, when we were creating the new characters like Sandman, we worked closely with the Delta guys, and we learned an awful lot. The Delta's a pretty secret fighting force. Matter of fact, they don't exist, and they'll probably be killed after this. But they are true patriots. I mean, this is what they want to do. This is all they think about and it's the same for the SAS and the GIGN in different countries. But they wouldn't necessarily give us ideas for missions. We would come up with the missions, but then we would ask them to help make them authentic.
Yeah, make sure that you weren't doing something that was utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's see. Another Twitter question from XXXWolfXXX. He says, are vehicles going to be in the campaign of Modern Warfare 3, a la snowmobile, Jeep, etc.?
Yes. Yeah, we have different vehicles in the game, and again, it's not just to throw them in for vehicle's sake, but it was right for the mission, or
Pacing's obviously always a huge
yes.
part of Modern Warfare 3. I mean, you have parts. I mean, not just Modern Warfare 3, but every series. It always seems like there's an emphasis on like this mission will do stealth, this mission will just be crazy nuts for 20 minutes, and then once you've had your heart pounding for a while, we'll ease it back.
Yeah, well, there's also new mechanics in there. There's new features, and I don't want to give too much away, but I think people are going to find a really good variety in the campaign and multiplayer.
So a very common question that I'm sure you get all the time. Twitter user Craneface says, how long is the single-player campaign? It's kind of an arbitrary question, I know.
It's so arbitrary that it's really hard. What are you playing it on? Are you playing it on Recruit? Are you playing it on Hardened? I don't know. You're sitting down and playing. We never sit down when we're designing a game and go, let's make a 10-hour game. We go, let's make a great story.
Yeah.
And whatever it comes out to be, and nowadays, as we're designing, we've been doing it long enough that you have an idea that, okay, this is long enough. But it's really about the story, and we just let it happen.
I mean, I think the thing too with the Modern Warfare series and Call of Duty in general is that campaign is only obviously one component, right? I mean, today throughout the live stream we've shown single player. There's that campaign, and then there's Spec Ops, and then there's multiplayer with that.
Yep.
You can level up to some crazy level, and then Prestige over and over again. You can literally spend.
Yep. Well, what about, you think about the Spec Ops and the new thing that we just added. So we've got the mission modes that we've had in there before, which was a game mode in itself. Now we've added survival mode, and survival mode is unlimited amounts of waves, infinite waves, and that you can go on and on and on, and it's so addicting, so much fun. It's a true co-op experience.
And there are leaderboards for it as well.
Absolutely, all the leveling up, all the upgrading, all that whole system from multiplayer we brought into survival mode. So yeah, you're absolutely right. We kind of look at the game now as there's something for everybody, and it's just three legs of the stool. You got campaign, single player, you've got Spec Ops, the co-op, and of course multiplayer. They're huge.
Yeah, I mean, obviously multiplayer has been. I mean, it's you're not going to mess with something too much if it works and it's amazing.
Yeah, right.
But I've noticed that leveling seems a little bit different in this, that there's been so many more challenges added to where the sense of reward is constant. I mean, even right there, throughout this we've seen constant numbers popping up, constant awards popping up. So you don't necessarily have to be like the world's most amazing, player to sit there and still be able to earn rewards, level up.
Right, and that's one of the things that they would go back to years of making games is reward the player for playing, and they should feel like they're accomplishing something because they are.
Right, sorry, I get distracted whenever I see.
Me too. When I see,
you have your community manager and Guy playing, and the guy's just a monster.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I know.
So another Twitter question that comes from Twitter user I think Mw3, who I think I like their question. So they're gonna win a Modern Warfare 3 gaming glasses from Gunner Optics. They ask, what things will make people want to play and stay on Modern Warfare 3 instead of playing one of the older Call of Duty games like Black Ops?
Well, I mean, we've learned from those games. Now, I'm not saying go away from those, but I think that you know, any iteration of a game, you know, you try and make it better. You feel like you've made it better, and you know, I think besides the upgrades that we made and additions to all the leveling up and the weapons and things like that, the levels look better, they sound better, they feel better, right? We've learned about creating just a map and what makes it special.
Do you guys typically kind of go back and sit there and be like, you know, like you have that meeting where you're like, well, what didn't we like? What do we feel like we could have done better?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know what you don't like, right? You come away and you know right away the things that didn't work as well as others, and the first thing you want to do is right those wrongs.
So remember, if you're just tuning in, we're playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, live streaming here with the multiplayer. The new mode, kill confirmed. Seeing a Predator missile strike come in. Oh, successful.
It sure was.
So if you're just joining us, you can send in your questions to our Twitter at twitter.com/IGN with the hashtag Modern Warfare 3 or Mw3.
This guy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you guys have your community manager. He's a monster. At this
yeah,
game.
I know. And I should find him.
I was gonna say I don't know where you guys found him, but he's a predator.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a rule where he can't kill me anymore.
So another question that comes in from Twitter from Dealey18. They ask, are there any gold guns in the game? You know, people always like to trick out the way their weapon looks.
I'm gonna leave that to bowling.
Okay.
If I give it away, if I give anything away, yes or no.
Well, I think it's safe to say that there are definitely, you can change the appearance of your weapon.
Yes.
You know, there's definitely leveling up where people can look at you and tell that you've done quite a bit as a player.
Yep.
So I think
that's an important part of the game.
Right. I mean, you know, if people want to always feel like, exactly, you want to feel like you're progressing, but you also want to be able to look like you're progressing and show it off as well.
Yeah.
We're about to come up on the tail end. There we go. I've noticed the nice thing about the kill confirm maps too is that, you know, they're actually pretty fast paced. They don't tend to. They seems like they kind of focus the combat in a way that other multiplayer modes don't. For, you know, like in a typical multiplayer map, since people aren't trying to collect tags, they'll